1984 Hurst Olds 350 automatic lightning rod shifters. Let's take it for a test drive. Really cool one for y'all today. We have a 1984 Hurst Olds. If you're familiar with the Hurst Olds, they all came with the Oldsmobile 307. This one has a replacement motor, has quite a bit more horsepower and performance than the stock 307. It is a replacement Oldsmobile 350 motor. It's definitely had a little bit of work done. Unfortunately, I'm not the one that put the car together, so I can't tell you exactly what's done on the inside of the motor. But I can see that it does have an aftermarket intake and carburetor. Runs really well, strong motor, a lot of fun to drive. You do have your overdrive automatic transmission. And what's super cool, probably the best thing about these cars, is the lightning rod shifters. If you've never messed with one of these, you put it in drive and you're just good to go. But if you do want to shift through some gears, you can pull it back down into second, pull it back down into first, and then bang through the gears. I will say this one, you can bang through the gears, but like a lot of these, they tend to get jammed up and kind of bound up. This one, again, you can get it down and through all the gears, but the buttons will tend to kind of get pressed up where you can't get it to move and it gets jammed up. Very common issue on these, so I really just put it in drive and go. But overall, the drivability is fantastic. You do have an upgraded Wilwood disc brake setup, drilled slotted rotors front and rear, power steering. AC's been upgraded to a Sanden A style compressor, blows nice and cold, has a good volume of AC coming out of the dash. Does have aftermarket mufflers on it, sounds really good going down the highway. And cruisability, as you can see, is spot on. We're cruising at right at 60 or so miles an hour. Speedometer's off just a little bit, but it cruises great. On the interior, it's the factory red or the maroon interior. As far as wear items, there's a little like chunk or like a little piece missing on the top edge of the dash over kind of right in the middle there. Some of the little chrome plating pieces, especially like on the ashtray door here, is kind of coming undone. Same thing with the turn signal indicator, the chrome plating's kind of come off. There's a little crack spot in the front of the console right behind the ashtray door. There will be photos of all this stuff in the additional informations tab on the website, pcclassiccars.com. This one does have aftermarket Dakota, I think they're Dakota, they're digital gauges. They're working great. You do have an aftermarket Kenwood stereo. Unfortunately, it's not powering on. My guess is it's something probably really simple to get the stereo to work, because you do have a really nice install there on the stereo, so probably something easy to get that going. Door panels look good, seat covers are nice, headliner and visors, all that stuff does look really good. Steering wheel's in good condition. You do have tilt, power seat over here on the driver's side. And for being, again, original interior, I think it shows really well. The worst spots would be, again, that chrome plating, like on the top of the power switch over there. The console here having the little crack spots in it. Just miscellaneous little wear items. This is a clean Carfax, no accidents or damage reported Hurst Olds. I don't know what the true miles are because the gauges have been swapped out and there's really not a lot of entries on the Carfax, so I can't 100% tell you what the actual miles are, unfortunately. All right, a couple more cars. I do have the lightning rod shifters pulled down into all the gears, so we'll just bang through the gears here real quick. As you can see, it's kind of a novelty thing. It is cool. It's not really like shifting gears. Imagine you're driving a newer vehicle and you put it down into one, then you pop it up to two, and then you pop it up to three, and then you pop it into drive. That's pretty much how it is. It's nothing really high performance, just, again, kind of a novelty thing that's cool. It does work. It will tend to get bound up. That's what these are. They're really notorious where that happens. Just kind of a cool thing that these Hurst Olds are known for. On the underneath, it's a very solid car. Floors are excellent, frame's great, trunk pan's awesome, drop downs look good. I see no signs of any accident damage. Again, it is a clean Carfax. I see no signs of any rust repair or current rust issues. It is a good, solid car. On the exterior, it has been repainted in the original silver and black. Paint's got its little imperfections and touch-ups kind of walking around the car. It still is very presentable. Like any paint job, you can kind of nitpick some things here and there. You could have made it a little bit straighter on some of the flat surfaces, but walking up to the car, it still has a very presentable look to it. I think they're great looking cars. I love the two-tone, the silver and the black, and you obviously got the pinstripe, or the graphics down the side, excuse me, not a pinstripe. Factory Hurst wheels, really good tires. I think the fronts are 2021 and the rears are 2025, so good tread, no dry rot or cracking. I didn't really touch on it a whole lot, but having those aftermarket Wilwood disc brakes and the drilled slotted rotors all the way around, this thing will stop on a dime. Stops a whole lot better than it did from the factory. I think the digital gauges are really cool. Again, that additional information's tab on the website, pcclassiccars.com. That's gonna have a lot of really good information in there, so make sure you guys check that out. All right, so we'll bang through them here one more time. So we got it down in 1, you push that one forward, and then you push that one forward in the 2, and then you're in 3rd gear, and then you push it forward one more time, and you get into overdrive. So pretty cool that it works. You do have to really push down on the buttons to get it to go through, but you can downshift, then you get back to 3rd. Pulls well. And then we'll kick it back up into high gear there. Driving position is very comfortable. You do have the power driver seat here. It does slide, it does tilt up and down. These power seats are a little noisy, but they do work for what they are. This is all in good condition. Windows roll up and down like they should. Nothing major to note on the front windshield or the side glass. It is a rear defrost in the back. I believe this is a power antenna switch, and I don't believe that does anything. Some of the items that are not working is the power switch here for the antenna's not doing anything. The reverse lights do not come on. The radio's not doing anything. The washer fluid sprayers aren't spraying any fluid, and then again, the parking brake needs just a little bit of an adjustment. It will go down and it will engage, but you let it go or it's not doing anything, the car still moves. It doesn't really feel like it's doing a whole lot, but it is there, and it clicks down and it clicks back up. All right, so we'll bang it down into the gears here again because it is fun to do. Again, the number 1 is the one that you have to really push down. I will say with the aftermarket digital gauges, the RPM gauge is kind of all over the place, but the speedo's working, the odometer's working, good oil pressure, temperature's reading, good fuel gauge. You do have a sliding tach and a digital tach. Looks like the sliding one's being a little bit more accurate than the digital one. Inside the trunk's really clean, nothing's really out of place back there, it shows well. Same thing in the engine compartment. Obviously the motor's been changed out. It's not the original 307. It now has an Oldsmobile 350. So it runs a whole lot better than it would have from the factory. Motor's got good power. Fluids all check out good. Charging system is doing its job. So engine bay is ready to go. Firewall doesn't have any issues. Same thing with the inner fenders, core support, all that looks good. Just a really cool car. Again, I don't get these Hurst Olds very often. The lightning rods are a cool novelty. Again, there's nothing really high performance about it like I mentioned earlier in this video, but they do their job. But again, kind of a gimmicky thing. I think it's cool though. Downshift to the 3rd gear there, roll into a little bit. That exhaust note sounds really good. There again, you have those disc brakes, it shuts it down really well. Make sure y'all again check out that additional information tab on the website, pcclassiccars.com. It will really outline what works and what doesn't work on the car. All right, so one more time, we'll have some fun with the lightning rods. All right, here we go. Definitely a lot of fun to drive. As always, I'm Mike. This is a 1984 Hurst Olds with a Oldsmobile 350, lightning rod shifters, cold AC. From myself and everybody else here at PC Classic Cars, we always appreciate y'all stopping in to watch another one of our test drive videos. Make sure you check out that additional information tab on the website, pcclassiccars.com. Check out the content across all of the social platforms, and we'll catch you guys on the next video. Thanks again for watching.